Happy Monday, everyone. Today I'm doing a video about palettes and a couple product kind of raves and reviews, just really quick. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I went to a baby shower and then a friend's baby shower, and then I recovered on Saturday from said baby shower. Then what did I do? I introduced my husband to Trader Joe's, and we went and bought anything and everything we liked or saw that we liked so that we could start eating healthier. And then I just did stuff around the house on Sunday to get ready for the last week of school for my daughter. Only 3 more days after today. No more getting up early for me. Thank you. Anyway, so I'll just get right into it because I got quite a lot to cover. Today the video is going to be about palettes, how to use them, the goods, bads, evils, etc., 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 and three products that I want to mention. So it is ungodly hot here in Texas, and I know it's only going to get worse, so I really shouldn't complain now, but this girl's from Washington, and we don't have any kind of heat in Washington. Well, on the western side where I'm from. We got rain, sideways rain, sprinkly rain, up rain, down rain, crisscrossing rain. We got wind. Then we have more rain. So I am not really equipped to deal with this type of heat, and neither is my makeup. And yes, I, just moved here from Florida, but it is way hotter here than it is in Florida at the moment. And it's still humid here, so I don't know how I'm going to deal. Anyway, the first product I want to mention, and I mentioned it in my last video or the one before that, the Perfect Eye Perfecting Gel and the Perfect Skin Perfection Gel. It's like a BB cream, but in a gel form, and it is awesome. It's not a lot of coverage, which is something that I kind of like. I don't have a lot of makeup on right now because I have the pimple from hell trying to bust up my face for this busy week I have going on. So I'm trying to give it some room to breathe and let the volcano of the pimple go away. But anyway, so I love these two products. I got them at Sephora. Can you not really see the little green one? At Sephora, and this is Luminous. It evens skin tones, minimizes pores, controls shine, reduce redness, smooth, prime, and perfect. Can be worn alone, under or over makeup. I love this stuff because when it is 90, 100 degrees outside, plus humidity, I do not want to slap on no kind of BB, CC, ZZ, AA, nothing kind of foundation. No, it's too hot because it melts off anyway. And this is really awesome. It takes about 5 minutes to put on, because you just use your finger and dab, pat, 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 and then I smooth it in with a brush. And that's it. It's really minimalistic. It's not hard. It doesn't need to be blended very well, and it's a gel versus a liquid or a cream like some of the other foundations. So this is lighter, and for me, for summer, I'm going to be living on this. And it makes your skin feel amazingly smooth, which I don't know about you, but is always nice. And the Perfect Eye Perfection Gel in Bright is awesome because it just makes your under eyes so smooth, like silky smooth, and so does the Perfect foundation that I'm not going to be living without at least this Perfect Skin Perfection Gel for the summer because, let's face it, it's hot, but I still need to look like I'm not a zombie, so what are you going to do? Next product is probably like a TMI product, but I really don't care because it's girls, ladies, gentlemen, kids, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles. Everybody should have this in your house. It is the Sure All Day, Lasts All Day, unscented aerosol antiperspirant deodorant. I hate sweating like everybody else. So ladies, underneath the bra, in between your boo-boos, you spray this, no boob sweat. No boob sweat, no chafing from your bra. I spray it between my thighs so that you don't get the chafing and the rubbing. I've even sprayed it down my back, and of course, you use it on your armpits. but it is awesome. It just makes living in the heat and the humidity a little bit easier when you don't have boob sweat flood of the sweat proportion everywhere. So it's like $2 or $3. Go get it. Spray it on before you put your bra on, before you put your pants on, and maybe up in the boob, in the booty, whatever. You don't want to chafe, you don't want to sweat. This is bomb. Really, really, really good. Okay, so my 5 little rant about some products I love is done. Woo woo. So I was asked by a friend to do a video about palettes and how to use them and why and this, that, and the other. And I have quite a few. If you cannot tell, I may have a few palettes, just a few. And then I have this big super ultra Sephora palette, goodness galore. I mean, what are you gonna do with all this? Like, how does one even begin to use all of this? It's really not that hard. Yes, this is very overwhelming for some people, and I will admit, when I first bought it, I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed as well, but take a step back, look at all the colors, admire them, they're so pretty, they're so nice, and let me just explain it to you. Let me set this down so I don't hurt myself. Okay, palettes are great for trying out new colors or colors you're not sure of, or just for traveling. I personally don't have an overabundance. Yes, I have a few. I'm just saying, this is not all of my eyeshadows because I like to try individual shadows more than just a small palette. So I'm just going to kind of go through the few that I have, pros and cons, yes or no's, and we'll go from there. I know quite a few people that love, 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 love palettes. That's all they have, and they just love them. Personally, for me, I feel like I find one color in a palette, and I just dig it, and I love that one color, and then I need to go out and try to find a match for that color. So, I mean, there's pros and cons. They're really great for testing out new colors, but then again, if you find that one color that you really love, you may not be able to find it again outside of a palette. So, just something to keep in mind. I got this Physicians Formula. This is probably one of the smaller palettes I have. It's kind of like a dark gray, a shimmery blue, a baby blue, and a silver. This is probably one of the first palettes that I've bought, and so this is kind of old, but that's okay. And I have dug out the darker color and the silver in there. When you have 4 colors, that's really a good number in a small palette to begin with, so you don't overwhelm yourself. You can use the darker color in this palette for eyelining, the medium color, the shimmer one, in your crease, the lighter blue on your eyelid, and kind of blend them all together. Or you can switch up and use the silver, the light silver, for highlighting your brow bone and just making it nice and even color, and then add in a little bit of the darker colors for shadow and in a sideways V type of thing. So really simple, a couple bucks. What I would do if you're interested in palettes is go to Walmart or Target, and I wouldn't go to Sephora and Ulta and spend $150 on a bunch of palettes if you don't know if you like them yet. What I always do if I want to try a new product is I find something similar to it in Target or Walmart and then test it out, and if I really love the idea or love how it works, then I'll go and buy the more expensive one to try it out to kind of hopefully save me some money. We'll see how that works. And this is another small palette that I have had for forever. It's by Caboodle. I don't think that brand is out anymore, but it's a dark blue, bright blue, and a silver, and since it's only 2 colors, again, not over confusing or overwhelming, you can use the silver all over your lid and then line with the blue, or you could use the blue in just the creases and then wet your brush and then line with the blue. Really simple, just a few looks you can do with the small palettes. one of my set of palettes that I got from Almay are these two Intense Eye Color Eye Satin Kit, and they're for blue eyes. And I really like the copper colors and the gold colors and the brown. I haven't used too much of this blue because I don't know, I just haven't used too much blue. But these are really good because they give the wearer or the applicator or the person, however you want to say it, kind of directions by just looking at it. You can see you can put this one all over your lid for a more dramatic look. Then you can use this one in the crease and then the white color up on your brow bone. Or, again, with something like this, you can use the coppery color. It's kind of like a coppery color. And then line your eye with this blue color. I've done that before. And then this is a really, really good daytime look for blue-eyed folk, because the copper really brings out the blue, and then there's a dark brown, and then kind of like a lighter gold color. This, again, you can wear all over your lid, put this in the crease, and then use this to highlight. Or you can use the darker brown to line, and then put this all over your lid. So these are 3 colors that you can wear a few different ways to try out the palettes. And I really like palettes for traveling because you get a lot of color in a small amount of space. So if you travel a lot, palettes are definitely the way to go, so you don't have 6 to 10 pots of eyeshadows and you're trying to find the right one you need, and some of them break, and it's just a mess to carry around a bunch of colors. Now, when I used to work for Clinique, I got these bad boys, these palettes. That's a light gray, a light purple, a dark purple, and a dark gray. And then I got this flesh tone shimmery, a light teal, a dark brown, and a dark teal. Now these palettes you can do a lot with because they have 2 light and 2 dark. So you can mix and match. And what I usually like to do with applied makeup for myself is I'll choose a light color and then a dark color and then maybe a medium for in between. So the light color will go all over from brow to lash line. Then the medium dark color will go in my crease and slightly in onto my lid, and then the darkest color I'll use for lining and smoking out the eye. So this gives you quite a few options. You can use the lighter colors for just everyday use. You don't want to do a lot, so you just slap a little on your eyelid, put some mascara on, done, 5 minutes, great. And if you're going out that night, you can line it with one of the darker colors and smoke it out with a Q-tip, smudge it out with a Q-tip, or you can take the medium dark colors and add a little contrast onto your lids. So you really, with the 4 kind of colors in the palettes, you get quite a few more looks. I would probably say about 4 to 6 different looks with these palettes. I mean, your imagination is the limit, so it's really up to you. I've even done, with the teals, I've done the double eye lining where I'll line with the darkest one first, and then the lighter, and then the lightest, and it looks like ombre almost going up in the liner, and it looks really cool for like Halloween, or you're just crazy and you want to try stuff out. So 4 color palettes, good. And then I got these other Clinique palettes from my auntie, who's so nice. And these are great because they have a combination of products in them. All the ones that I've shown you so far are just eyeshadows. This has a blush in it, and a bronzer and a blush, plus two eyeshadows in here, and 3 eyeshadows in there. And they're, most of the time in these type of freebie palettes, they're neutral colors so that anyone can wear them and it doesn't look wrong. It can go for almost any skin type. There is, I would say it's a matte pink and a matte brown, and then a gold, kind of a matte gold, a shimmery pink, and a dark brown. With this set, you could only probably do a couple different looks because pink and brown The pink would go all over, and the brown would go in the crease and along the lid a little bit, and then you could line with it and smoke it out. And then these lighter pink and brown would be great for daytime looks. And so you have your blush, your eyeshadow, and you're ready to go. These would be great for traveling as well. So you don't have to carry 400 things like yours truly does. No, I don't carry anything. And this is one of my favorite travel palettes. It's by Maybelline. I just picked it up on a fly because I didn't want to carry my 400 bazillion unique and MAC pots with me. So I just stopped by Walmart and got this palette. It's the Expert Wear Eyeshadow Sun Baked Neutrals for safe for sensitive eyes. It has 8 crease-free hours, stay true mattes, fade-proof color, 3 flattering finishes, matte, shimmer, and high pearl. It's got a shimmery flesh tone, skin tone color, a matte brown, a light copper, a light green, a dark brown, a darker copper, a shimmery white, and a dark green. This is my go-to for traveling because you can get a ton of different looks with these 8 colors. You can get daytime, you can get nighttime, you can get eyelining, you can get smoky, you could get, I mean, just anything. Your imagination is the limit. I often use, for the daytime for myself, I often use the light copper, and then maybe I'll line with the darker copper. And then if I want to make it more dramatic, then at night I will line again with a darker color and smoke it out with another brown. These palettes, just like the Clinique ones, the 4 to 8 seems to give me, for me, it gives me the most benefit without being overwhelming. So that is nice. Little palette right there. And then I've gotten a few other palettes through the years. This one is by, I believe it's Lancome. It's a light pink, a white, a black, and a light purple. I've mainly used it for the black because I don't really have a need for the other colors on a regular basis. But again, it was free. I'm not going to bite the hand that give it to me, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to use it and see how I like it. 4 colors, good. You can get quite a few different looks with this one. But if there is only one dark color in there, so if it had a brown or something, I may use it more. And then we have this one. It is Lancome 310 Roses de Bonheur. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's got an iridescent white, a shimmery purple, a shimmery silver, and a dark plum matte color. This is a really, really good palette, especially if you have hazel eyes and even brown eyes, because the purple and the plums really bring out the different pigments in hazel eyes. So this is a good palette. Again, it only has one dark color, so I find it hard to get a lot of different looks out of a palette like this. You could do like the light pink and the plum. The plum is an eyeliner, and maybe to put the silver in the crease or change it up like that. But I really like at least 2 light colors and 2 dark colors to play around with. I like my options. And I don't know if this one is the same. Oh, that's a blush. Now to bring out the big boys. One of my most eccentric palettes that I have is the Kat Von D My Vida Loca True Romance eyeshadow palette. And it comes with an eyeliner blue pencil. And it has a matte white, a light shimmery pink, a matte bright pink, a matte purple, a matte really bright blue, a green, and a shimmery gold and a flesh tone. This is a really bright shadow that, oh, I can see myself in my computer. It's like Inception. I can see myself in my computer. So it's a video within a video within a video. Anyway, I digress. So this palette is really good for women or men that like really bright colors. I like bright colors, but I mainly use this palette for eyelining instead of just regular eyeshadow application. Because they are so bright, you mix it with a little bit of water and you've got a really awesome bright eyeliner. But again, I don't do bright eyeliner every single day, so I haven't gotten too much use out of it recently. And then I know everybody loves the Naked 1, 2, and 3. I have just bought the first, this is my first Naked palette. It's the 3. And this one, I mean, I gotta admit, at first I was like, what you need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 neutral colors in one palette for $50, $60. And then I got a coupon and I only paid like $30, so I just decided to give it a try. It comes with a brush, and I think this case is by far the best because it's not cardboard and it snaps shut, so you don't worry about the eyeshadow dust. And this one overwhelmed me because it has so many. It's got about 4 dark colors, 4 in between, and then 4 lighter colors, which is nice. It gives you a wide range of looks to do. And I know this can be overwhelming for a lot of people, seeing this many colors and this many eyeshadow options. But if you break it down to just 3 is what I try to do on a daily basis. Can you say that? Can you see the nakedness there? It's so naked. It's so naked. I would break it down into 3. Like I said earlier, a light color, a medium, and then a dark for shadowing and all that. Just on a everyday kind of wear. So I have used the light pink, the Liar or the Nooner, I don't know why they choose these names, and then Factory or Mugshot as an eyeliner. So one of these lighter colors all over the lid from brow bone to lash line. One of the medium colors for smoking and give it some contrast against the light. And then one of the dark colors for eyelining. With a neutral palette like this, you really can't go wrong unless you use shimmer, 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 shimmer. I try to mix it up and have a matte in there somewhere to complement it, and it's usually the medium color to smoke it out. But you can choose, I would just do 3. If you have a palette of 500 eyeshadows, I would look for 3 just to start and get yourself comfortable. And one of my last palettes that I have besides my big Sephora one, this one is by e.l.f. I just got it for Halloween to do some Halloween looks, some witchy witch makeup. And it's got quite a few colors in there, a wide range. They're not the best quality, but for e.l.f., they have quite a few other good products, so I wasn't really too concerned about quality, just kind of quantity. They've got this whole bottom row is pretty much dark colors, dark green, gray, shimmery, and then there's some silver, pink, purple, blues, and then the rest are somewhat neutral and with some mattes in there. This one can look overwhelming too because there are so many colors, but again, if you're looking for an everyday look and something just to start yourself off, just choose a light, medium, dark, and then the light goes all over, medium, dark in the crease, and then the darkest one lines the eyes, and you can smoke it out. And as you get comfortable with using 3 colors and you've messed around with the palette a bit, you can move up and use a couple more colors or some different combinations as time flies. Now this big mamma jamma, this palette galore from Sephora I got 2 years ago. This whole side is lipsticks and lip glosses. And then down this side is some bronzers and shimmeries. This is all the neutral range, varying with dark and light. And then these are all the eyeshadows, the cream eyeshadows, and then the really bright, glitzy blushes and stuff. This can be very, very overwhelming for me even. So I do my lips last, so I'll close out one side so I don't have to really see it or deal with it. And then say I want to just do the pink range, I'll close this side up until I see just the pink range, and then that way you don't have 500 colors staring you in the face. Or just take out, if I'm not using any cream, I'll close out the creams. But with a palette like this, I would say a lot of it is experimentation and playing around with it, seeing what you like, seeing what looks good, what doesn't. This is really good for someone that's starting out and doesn't have a lot of makeup, you could spend $50. I think this was around 50 or $60 and get all of this. So it really does save you money, because there's no way you could spend $50 and go to Sephora and get how many eyeshadows and lipsticks that are in here. So it is a way to save money. And you have basically everything in this kit to do, besides the foundation and the blush and the bronzer, to do a full face of makeup for almost every occasion. You can do smoky eyes, you can do a brown smoky eye, you can do a dark purple smoky eye, you can do a navy smoky eye, you can do a dark green smoky eye, you can do a dark gray smoky eye. They have got a wide range of greens and teals and blues, purples and pinks and oranges. So with almost any makeup trend, orange is big in summer. They have a wide range of oranges and yellows in here. And then if you want something for more of everyday, this main palette has a lot of, similar to a lot in the Naked palettes. So, it's kind of give and take with palettes. And then you have a wide range of lipsticks. If you want to go neutral, we have a wide range of neutrals. We have a wide range of pinks and plums and reds and oranges and more shimmeries and purples and mauves. There's even a black up here, a shimmery black. And I would, in a palette like this, if it's still overwhelming to look at it, what you have to narrow and focus down onto, what look am I going for today? If you're going for an everyday, simple look, not too flashy, not too crazy, this one doesn't want to come out again, and you're going to work or going to school, I would choose one of these lighter shimmery colors. You can even just do one color, a nice flesh tone shimmery. Get one of these matte browns, eyeline your eye, bring it under just a tad, and blend that with a Q-tip, put some mascara on, and one of these gorgeous colors. I mean, you can even do an orange if you want, if you're feeling feisty. One of these neutral colors or a nice pink would look good with it, and you're done. And then if you're going out that night, you could add it up by darkening up with the grays, with one of these dark blues or dark purples. And so you can have the best of both worlds. You can have an easy daytime look with this neutral palette and then go crazy at night or whatever. I've used a lot of these colors for eyelining for myself. And a lot of these lipsticks they're good quality lipsticks, and they have so many of them. If you're starting out with makeup, you can't beat it. So, that is my palettes video. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, whatever, just comment below and let me know what you think. Again, I think palettes are great for people that are beginning, middle, or very experienced in makeup, because it gives you a lot of product for your money. But if it's overwhelming, start out with the smaller palettes, something that has the three colors, or like the Clinique, the 4 colors, and experiment and play around with them. And then as you see what you like, what you don't like, you can choose whether you want to go and spend the big bucks on a Naked palette or on a big, super ultra compact like they have at Sephora. So, done and done. I hope you guys have a great week, and don't melt out there, people. It's hot. Thank you. Bye.